Guess what's back again. Loopy's rants, back again. Welcome back to the series that probably died a long time ago. In fact, the last one was the Can You Help Me Rant, which was about, well, 6 months ago, give or take. So, hi, how you doing? You all doing alright? You don't say. You know, that kind of reminds me of the time. Okay, great, catching up time all done and over with. Let's get to the topic at hand, shall we? Activities. Toontown is a game that for me personally will never really die, or I'll never really give up on or ditch in any way. I mean, I'll always support the game in whatever form it may take, whether it's private servers, fan-made versions on Unity, completely new takes on the original, or if the game ever got revived, hopefully support it through that way too. But here's the thing about Toontown. It gets old. It does. I mean, there's nothing more you can really say about it. It gets old. Just like the last Rant video I made 6 months ago. Personally for me, when I get on to play, it's only really during streams or when I'm making videos now, and as I've gotten back into streaming a lot lately, I've started feeling this way more and more about the game again. You see, when you stream the game for 2.5 hours to 3 hours almost every night, there's really just only so much you can do in the game. So I'll get on, I'll do some golf, I'll do a VP or two, and then what do? Fish? What even is that? I've never heard of that in my life. Trolley? Okay, sure, playing trolley games is novel enough for a little while, but that gets old too. Plus, there's always a chance of photo fun, and the Lord knows I don't want to play me some photo fun. Gardening? That'll be the biggest joke I've probably said in this entire video. Racing? Yeah, okay. I do play some racing, but while I still enjoy it, I really don't particularly like the Bumper Car Simulator 2005 aspect of racing. It needs a lot of work and probably almost like a complete overhaul. Parties? Get back to me when TTR finally actually gets parties out, and yes, I'll probably waste a good bit of time for a few days worth of streams playing around in parties, but even that'll get old quick. So quickly, in a stream or two, you've done pretty much everything that's remotely entertaining in the game. Eventually, you'll want to make a tune and go through the tasks again and build the tune up because it kind of resets things and gives you a more comfortable objective during streams. But once you do that 4, 5, 6, 1700 times, that part gets bland and predictable too. You know what's coming ahead, you know all the god-awful tasks that are coming your way, and you know that Tom is ahead with his whole cream pie delivery task. Which, by the way, what in Flippy's name does Tom actually need all these pies for anyways? He collects a whole cream pie from every toon in Toontown who passes him. You think he's got a secret stockpile of whole cream pies that he uses for the secret black market transactions with the cogs behind all the toons' backs? Or does he just really like pie? Or do you think he just wastes them, tosses them out after seeing the tears of the toons who grind so hard just to give him the whole cream pie that he asked for? These are the things that keep me up at night. Tom, you'll always confuse me. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is this game, as fun and magical and nostalgic as it is, really runs short on content in general. There's only so many times that you can build a tune and finish tasks and beat bosses and play golf and racing and fish. Sorry, I can't utter that word again. There's just so many times that you can play the same thing over and over and over again, and it'll drive you crazy. It's like the definition of insanity. This is the reason I don't really blame my pal Mega Snoop for wanting to branch out and play games that he enjoys after streaming Toontown for over 1,000+ hours. Can you imagine how many times he's golfed and fought bosses and built tunes from bottom to top and okay, I can't. But anyways, it's just quite an undertaking, and I don't blame him for wanting to play something new. Now, I'm not sure what the game actually needs to boost its replayability, and to really delve into that subject is probably fit for a whole nother video in itself, but I think the basic point is that at the end of the day, there's just not a lot to get super excited about if you play this game at the very end over and over again. There's always things you can do that maybe makes things fun for a stream or two. There's always, challenges you can go for, like solos or duos, or challenges like a one laugh factory or a limited gag factory. Me and Smirky had a doodle party on stream once. Toontown Central speedruns in general, and then you start to get into these really weird sub-activity things like role plays or dating shows, and those kinds of things that really start to become really outside from a form of content, and it kind of just starts stepping away from Toontown in general and more just people's imaginations. By the way, starting new Warrior Cat roleplay with me as Queen Thornpaw. Who's in it? Show of hands. Nobody? Oh, okay. And a game that really doesn't get much at all in terms of updates or gameplay changes or new content necessarily, which I'm still hoping for. It's just kind of a fact that you have to accept at some point that the game is just how it is and the activities are limited to just what's there. And unless you've got a great imagination to come up with other fun things you can do in the game, I don't really blame people for taking long breaks or finding the game dull after a while. It's just a fact of Toontown, and I think most of us have to just come to accept that at some point. I mean, at this point, we're relying on doodles coming back out, parties coming back out, and a new toon species hopefully sometime in the next year, get on it TTR, as content to help spice the game back up. It'll help, but it probably won't help for too long before it's back to the same old grind. Hopefully new stuff is genuinely on the way, and I'll be looking forward to seeing what is in store for the future of Toontown, and hopefully maybe someday it'll get to the point where it isn't super grindy or super dull and boring after you play it over and over and over. I'm not sure what route you can take with that, but it's just the way the game is at this point. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my latest rant video. It's been a long time, but hopefully this still holds up to my previous standards, if I had any, am I right? But again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time in my next video.